Yo, what's going on, guys? Going to be showing you how to carry on Gragas in the jungle for your best runes possible. Take Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Ultimate Hunter. With Absolute Focus Gathering Storm, you can go for free boots. That doesn't scale very well compared to Absolute Gathering. These also play extremely well into your third item, which is going to be Rabadon. Then we have double AP and armor. Basically, Gragas has some of the best AP scalings in the whole game. For those of you who aren't well, typically abilities that scale off of AP have a 20% to a 60% AP scaling. Gragas has up to 120% AP scaling on his Q, 70 on his W, he has 60 on his E, and 80% on his R. And remember, his Q, E, R, and W are all AoE damage, so it's kind of nutty just how hard you can carry on Gragas after you get your Dark Seal or Mej going. Now, if you refuse to build Dark Seal or Mej, Gragas is an absolute crap version of an Evelyn or an Echo, but if you do get a Dark Seal Mej rolling, then he's actually quite spicy. We'll start with W. Looks like we're getting a Shaco box leash. Exciting stuff. Try to let his box tank. You start W because it's a very low cooldown early on compared to your Q. Go and smite that down. Whenever you lay your Q, you want to let it simmer for as long as possible to maximize its damage. About halfway through, once it starts turning red, it will do full damage output, so do keep that in mind. You don't literally have to leave it there the whole duration to do full damage, but at the same time, the cooldown gets lower regardless. Just like with a Scion Q, you want to try to maximize it. They have an Amumu support, Xante top. That'll be interesting to gank. You can take Flash. I like to take Ignite to keep enemy junglers from messing with me. Even if you get invaded by a strong soloist such as Xin Zhao, if you have Ignite, you can usually go toe-to-toe. Flash certainly helps you to set up big plays because your belly flop, your body slam gets blocked by any enemy. So a minion, monster, those type of things can get in the way to where if you dash flash into them, you can get around that issue. However, with how we're going to be playing Gragas, we're going to be extremely particular on our engages to where we don't want to go too deep and we don't want to die. And because of that, I'd rather have Ignite to be able to maximize my solo survivability, especially in the early game. And on top of that, having to build a heal cut on Gragas right now is not viable. If you look at his top builds, literally none of them involve rushing down heal cut for his first 3 items. So we're going to be going for Night Harvester into Shadow Flame into a Rabadon. With Leash, you should be able to finish around 320-ish. Now, granted, we did get a pretty solid leash, but we still have a smite charge. Down goes the Xante. He's probably going to TP back. Get another point in our Q. Get our W going. It's pretty much always W, Q into E, and your E holds them still for your Q. Got it. Cat is going to rotate here. Yes, sir. She's going to try. She's going to back off now. I got my W ready. She's going to go to her minions. EM, get him with my auto, pull back. I didn't realize how low GP was. GP is insanely low. Got her with my Q. Got him. Very nice. I'd say that's worth because now I get double scuttle. I should be able to kill her here. Got my W on. Into her. And she dies for my red buff here. Nice. GP gets the flash. That's very good. Gragas' 2v2s are quite solid because the Q, W, and E AoE. Once again, every combo pretty much starts out with W charge into a Q, E, and your E holds him still for your Q. Just like you see here. Bot lane is not very gankable, even if they are missing some HP. Caitlyn's somewhat out of mana. I'm hoping this isn't warded. Let me get my W going here. Into a Q. Into an E. Got them both with that. Caitlyn's super low on mana. Double Dark Harvest. Nice, nice, nice. We were kind of lucky that they bunched up together there for the Q. We'll take it, though. I only did it since Caitlyn was low mana. They couldn't both just chunk me with their abilities, essentially. Gragas passive helps you to mainly just farm and not lose all your HP while you're taking your jungle camps. Every 8 seconds, your next ability heals you a bit. Right now it's about 65 health, which is decent enough. We should reset soon. Once you have enough to get a Dark Seal and boots is usually when you want to back. So really after you're full clear into gank, typically you're going to reset. In this case, since we had such a good fight mid lane, we kind of got to stick around and take double scuttle. Skarner can't, a phase rush Skarner can't really solo us on scuttle fight. Phase rush Skarner isn't going to be able to beat us in a 2v2 gank situation. That set us up to stay on the map after our full clear gank instead of having to reset. Cat is extremely low. I could kill her with just my R. Get my W going. Gonna E out. Try to walk her down. Got her with the QR. Down you go, buddy. Rest in pepperonis, Katarina. I'll take the melees. I'll let the wave freeze into GP. The wave's still pushing into Japepi this way. I need to reset and spend my gold. Once again, once you can afford boots, Dark Seal, you full cleared gank. It's a good time to reset. Grab Dark Seal here. We get as much of Night Harvester as we can. You don't need to rush tier 2 boots on Gragas. It's not necessary because with your dash mechanic, if you're coming up behind people, odds are they can't get away from you, or at least not in a way to where you won't be able to hit them at all. So tier 2s are not super important to rush down on someone like Gragas. Evelyn doesn't really have a dash, so it's a little, it's more justifiable on Evelyn if you are gonna do it. What's going on over here? Hey buddy, got my W on. Boom. Got chunked. Got her with our slow there. We have her kind of cut off. I don't know if this is warded though. It's not warded. Caitlyn's gonna die. Get down my Q. Get her with the E auto. I'll go ahead and ignite for it. I didn't think MF was gonna get off an auto attack, to be honest. The ball is rolling. The enemy laners aren't respecting ganks at all. Their bot lane in particular, they're being aggressive. Double melee bot laners. My R is up. We should really be looking for a gank. Ganking when your R is up is a good idea, as you can imagine. Rip. I was trying to take blue and gromp at the same time with my ability, but I ended up getting the blue to reset like a champ. Unfortunate. It's not really what we wanted, is what it is. I should have just reactivated my Q early. At that point, that would have been a lot better. Looks like they're pushing up again. I will have my R. I'll be getting back my mana super fast. Whenever you're in the jungle or river areas, as long as you've purchased the jungle item, you get a bunch of mana back. Right now we have 14 back per second, and now we have 25 per second because of a blue buff. There's triple stacking 3 bot. I'll wait. I want them to push up a bit. Skarner could still be here. Okay, Skarner left. We'll go W into Q. E. Goodbye, Caitlyn. And goodbye, Amumu. This lane is so easy to gank. They don't have any way to really get away. Having to gank a Morgana or a Janna would be hard. Displacements knock you out of your E dash. So yeah, Morgana, Tornado, Alistar, Headbutt. Hook supports as well would be pretty annoying. All right, we got our Night Harvester. We'll leave base. Look for some more kills. Get our mesh rolling. We have whole top sides up, dragons up as well. Guess I'll just see what Kasante's up to. I'll clear towards dragon. We really should be trying to get those. We're having lots of successful ganks, so by not taking it, we're missing out on our advantage. Gathering Storm Absolute Focus is stacking up here. On a pretty big power spike, Emax second always. W per level doesn't give enough. Gragas has an insane smite with his QW. When you have your Q simmering, your W, you bring him down at the same exact time. You can reactivate your Q right as your W is about to hit. It's a really nasty smite combo or a kill secure combo if you're trying to make sure you get the kill over your teammate. You get the dragon, unfortunately. I got my W on. Q into E. Got on with my smite R. Oh, my R actually kind of... I don't know if my R was good or not, but it turned out. I hit a lot of people, but I pushed a few out of MFR, I think. Alright, I need to reset. There's nothing really left here. Once I get gold from Maj, I'll be backing. You could play for Herald, right, as we come back from base, end this game early and try to do a part 2. In the middle of this, man, I picked a booger while I was talking. I think I'm going to get a bloody nose. That was incredibly painful. It was attached to like 5 nose hairs. For me, that's an anomaly because at worst, they're only attached to a singular nose hair. So this was like the mother of all boogers we're talking about here. No ordinary low tier booger. This one. This one inflicted maximum damage. I hid it from you guys so you didn't even know. It's still hurting though, so I had to let you know. If you wonder like why I keep stop talking, I'm not commentating very much. This guy's low, we can look for the kill. W into a QE. Down he goes. We didn't even get time to get off our auto attack. Died too fast. Got red. Wait, I don't have red buff odds, but I get him with my smite. Bop him with R. Completely whiffed it. That was a good dodge on his part. I could have held off on using it that early, to be fair. Still a decent dodge for him. Down he goes. Shen's gonna live because he's hecka tanky. I need to get mana back. I'm gonna go in the jungle and possibly push Katarina away if she's roaming on this. Getting 14 back per second. Yeah, Kat is low. This is an easy kill. I will say my laners have done a fantastic job of setting up my ganks. Most games it's not like this. Most games your laners aren't really setting you up at all. You only have maybe one lane to gank, but every single one of my lanes has been incredibly gankable because the laners are scrapping it out really hard. I'll EQ into it. She almost just died. If that lands, she's a goner. Trying to get plates with this guy. So she's low and she's getting pushed away. Oh, hey, Skarner. Woo, that chunked. Got the speed up off Night Harvester as well. Hey, friend. Boom! Oh, I said, Catty, you forgot something. Oh, I can't get to this guy. He's moving really fast inside of his spire. Couldn't quite get him with my Q there. Got my W on. He is chewing me up. I'm gonna bop him with my E here in a second. Never mind, didn't have mana for it. That was a good Shen R. I honestly don't think I needed it. But better safe than sorry, right? Got all of our measure up. Now we need to stay alive and make sure we get the dragons. That was my mistake letting them get any. If you're not fed on Gragas, a lot of the times you do end up giving up the first dragon. If you don't have your R yet, trying to team fight without it on a big dragon fight is a little sketchy. E into her, bop her with the Q. Still have my R. You're dead. I think Caitlyn might be here. Not 100%. Oh, wait. She's bot side. I'm chilling. I am chilling, dude. I want this Dark Harvest stack. Hey, Skarner. Gives me the Night Harvester speed up. Into the Q. Come on, MF. Don't do me like that. Alright, nice. She's going to let me have it. That's good. Kind of running low on mana here, even with the mana regen. Running super low. Gragas mana costs aren't even that high. I'm spamming so much though. Spamming like crazy. Dragon's coming up. Looks like they might get it again. My bot lane's taking their eye off the prize. I need to get in this bush, take control. Before they come over here for the dragon. This way I can set up a Q. A WQER combo. That's the plan at least. No one's getting close enough though. Got my W on. My Ignite's gonna kill him. Hey, Caitlyn. Yeah, she just lost all of her health. Shaco should be able to secure that. Or at least I was assuming he'd be able to, because he can't. That's fine. A little disappointing. I'm assuming Shaco's Q is on cooldown. Is what it is. Ideally someone else tanks here, because I'm already missing so much health. Got it. With the W smite combo. Too spicy. Sitting on a stupid amount of gold. Should pick up tier 2s. We could go straight into Rabadon from here, just like an Evelyn would. For our boots, Sork shoes are best. If you're playing Gragas tanky, which isn't viable, then don't go Sork shoes. Yeah, I guess we could go Shadow Flame into Rabadon. That's going to be a lot more standard of a build, but at the same time, if you have a full stack Mej like this, it's probably best to go for Rabadon just like an Eve would, because we need damage. Yeah, that's bloody. Yeah, we need lots of damage. Our AP scalings are insanely high, probably even higher than Evelyn AP scalings, to be honest. Got W on, EQ, we land it, and I just need the auto attack. Wow, this guy's fast. I don't think I ever realized how fast this champ was. And he's dead. He may be fast, but I'm faster. GP, I don't know what he's doing. He's going from mid to top. Can rip through our camp super, super fast. Nice. Everyone's trying to help me out this game. My teammates are, they're pretty considerate. Probably because I'm fed. Now what the enemies have to do is find a way to pick me. Maybe Skarner flash R's me and I'm out of position. But the thing is, I can outspace him. My E has more range than his flash, and my Q has more range than his flash. So if I react properly, I don't think he'll be able to do that. I really don't. It's not something I have to worry about. This is not warded. If I see her coming, I'll get my, yep, W ready. Q, auto E. Down she goes. And you might say, why did you Q then auto instead of just QE then auto? Because she's not going to be able to react fast enough to do anything. She's not going to immediately, within a half second, react in a positive way. So we had time to auto before we E'd. Before she could dash to anything, if she even had anything to dash to. That way we could weave in more damage and maximize our E-gap closer. All mixing in an auto. It's all about how much time do they have to actually react in a positive way to escape your skill shots. And if they don't have the time, they don't have the time. It's going to be based on their movement speed and the type of mobility they have off of their abilities. Sante's extremely low. He's dead. He's a goner. W into Q. Missed it. E. Auto. Goodbye, Cassante. Skadoosh. When all else fails, throw the throw the cask. We are at 21 Dark Harvest stacks and they quit. We'll go ahead and do a part 2. Should be a good time. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. Gragas in the jungle. This time it is a Xin Zhao. Very excited because we get to test run our ignite when he tries to invade us. We'll bop him right in the head. Should be a lot of fun. Their team scaling is strong. I think ours is better though, as long as I get my Dark Cell and Measure rolling. Is Rakan, Zin, or Urgot go to engage? As long as I'm not the furthest one up on my team, I can chunk them so hard. Because Gragas AP scalings are nutty, and we have Absolute Gathering with Dark Harvest, of course. Your other main rune options would be free boots in the secondary runes, or to take Treasure Hunter in the primary. But this is the best possible chunking carrying page on Gragas. There's not a single higher damage build other than playing more for the early game with Electrocute, but Dark Harvest, it's so much better. The way it interacts with Gragas Q finishing people off, his R finishing people off as well. I'm gonna go ahead and start with W once again. Ping him on my way. I just want to take this out real quick. Into a W auto. Very spicy. Excited to get a leash. I went ahead and smited early because Jin's fourth shot does more damage the lower on health something is. So by just smiting it early there, I get a better leash because Jin's never stay for longer than their first 4 autos since his reload takes so long. QW. Let it simmer. Very solid. I've been doing that a lot more lately with smiting it early with Jins. As long as their support isn't something super cheesy, like a Shaco Twitch or a hook support that's going to try to yank it over the wall, I'll do it. If they have a cheeser, then I don't bother. It's too risky to do that. It also depends. If your teammates kept really good watch and you know for a fact the enemies aren't there and you know that they don't have vision, then you can still do it. Pull this all the way out. He's faster than we are. Get our Q over into an E. Triple AoE damage. Very spicy. Go ahead and leave a Q on this because this is going to burn down anyways. Did not want to push him out of my Q since he's already on the back edge of it. Farming pretty healthy. It's exciting how healthy Gragas can farm even with not starting on a red buff like a lot of junglers have to do to keep their HP up. It's actually very common. Very, very common indeed. Didn't really get my E where I wanted it. That's okay. W has some spicy max health damage. And we just did a pre-320 full clear on Gragas with a leash. Very nice. It's faster than a lot of meta junglers can do it. Go ahead, lead in with a W. Got him with a Q. I probably should have Q'd then E'd because he ended up dodging my main ability there. Kind of sucks. I'm not sure where Zin went. I assume he went mid. Not 100% though. He's using his main abilities on that. I don't think he should have, honestly. But he hasn't even done his blue, so yeah, he did a really weird route, I'd say. Camille's chasing this. I still have my E. He's dead. He just doesn't realize it yet. I'll let Camille have it since she burned her ignite and she followed. She followed a really long ways to get that. I want to come back into the Vex here. Cut her off with a Q. She should be dead. Yeah, she's dead. This guy doesn't have flash either. We're all 3 stacked. These type of plays Gragas does really well at. He's constantly healing himself. You have the mobility. You have the burstiness for it. Oh, he canceled the back. I tried to stop him from doing it. These scrappy, nonsensical plays is kind of what you want. All right, first back. We'll pick up a Dark Sill, Boots, Amp Tome. Really solid first back. And we didn't even get any kill gold. You don't even need kill gold. As long as you do a full clear. We didn't get Scuttle either. Spicy. Jinx into Jhin. I'm not that familiar with the matchup. I'd imagine it's kind of the support difference that's going to make it. Jin's super far out of position. He should have flashed, honestly. Because now he's basically had to flash. Lost all of his HP. I'm hoping that... Oh, dude, that's a fresh one, too. That's like a full ward. That sucks. Oh, well. Get out of QE. Still have my smite. I assume Zen is right there, so I'm gonna ping that out for my teammates. I'm trying to keep an eye on the area just in case. Something I can do. As a jungler, you typically just look at the 2 closest lanes. They don't really have items. I haven't spent gold since the start of the game, making this appetizing. We're gonna use our W into AQE. Go ahead and put my ignite on the Rakan here. May not be able to get anything out of it, unfortunately. Very nice. We weren't able to get too much off of it. We did get Jinx heal though. Some other stuff as well. We'll help him finish this here. Yeah, sit on that, Jinx. Just want to help him take this out so he can look for his reset. Nice. Now he gets to backspend his gold to get his HP and mana back. Jinx back is going to be delayed because she wants to stay for the wave. Plus I get some experience at it. We both get the majority of the total. Get our QWE down. Against monsters, you pretty much always toss Q out first, since you can't toss Q while you're channeling your W. Can't really do anything while you're channeling W. But against champions, you usually you do your W first to give yourself damage reduction. Also, it lasts for long enough for you to land it. So against champions, it's usually WQER. Against monsters, it's usually QWE. Very similar. Nice. I don't quite have my R yet. I wouldn't say we're late to it, but we're certainly not early to having our R. Certainly not. Zen's starting to fall behind with how the early game went for him. Zen's not necessarily meta right now. I wouldn't recommend lethal tempo on Zen if you're not going to go for a Bork rush or Bork second. If you're not getting an on-hit item first or second, lethal tempo is kind of meh. There's nothing for me to gank. I'm hovering between top mid right now. I'm not seeing anything though. Nothing at all. Balling looks more gankable. Even then, Jin's pushing the wave in. Suppose we take Herald here. There's nobody on the map. You can always escape over the wall with E, as long as nobody blocks it. Trying to get it, yep, to turn around this way. They're taking Dragon. Oh, I wish I didn't go for Herald. Dragon's so much better than Herald is. It's not uncommon to miss out on the first Dragon on an Evelynn, Echo, or Gragas. If you are level 6 though, you can usually fight for it. Kata had backed though, so it probably wasn't the time to fight. Jinx in a 3v3 to the death is going to be more useful than a Fleet Jhin to the death. Jinx with her stacking up attacks beyond Q and whatnot. Going to get our W going. He flashed super early there. Top. It's like 14-minute flash now. I think Zen's coming top. Yep. He could engage on me there. I have my R. I'll go ahead and just smite him for now. Knock them both away. And I'm dead. I didn't really have anywhere to go. Kata might be able to do something off of it. My Q finishes the Vex is hilarious. 2 for 2, not the end of the world. Vex R, Urgot R, Vex Ignite. Not horrible. Plus we did get some Dark Sill out of it since we got assists after we were dead, so we didn't end up losing all of it. It's okay. It's not horrible. Little surprised Urgot could get there before Camille. Is what it is. I timed my R with when I thought Vex and Zen were going to use their dashes, so I started it right as I could tell their animations were going off, so I could hit both of them. Bot lane's looking semi-gankable. Now she's missing. That's what junglers hate to see, is laners go missing like that. Because now I assume she's backing or hiding. Instead, we'll keep clearing up. I would like to lay Herald before turret plates fall off. Go for Scuttle Crab here. R is going to be up soon. Play towards bot for now. Go back inside my queue. Nice. That was close. QW, down you go. Probably shouldn't have laid Herald there. Oh well. I was trying to use Sweeper. It's my bad. Go ahead, WQE. I couldn't get off my Q in time because he hit me with Charm. That's my bad. I needed to activate my Q just an eighth of a second sooner there. We can dive it with Alistar R. Oh, never mind. Urgot's here. Gonna go ahead, E away. Rakan's low, and Rakan doesn't have R. Got my W ready for the Vex. Goodbye, Xin Zhao. Kata went in, and I smote him with my R there. Rakan's low, so he never really came to this fight like they were expecting. Hey, friend. Ooh, you got nowhere to go, buddy. And got him with the Q. That's a Dark Harvest stack. Rakan gets away. It's kind of annoying. I think Xin Zhao's alive now. We need a ward right here and cut him off before they get to turret. Camille's kind of fed. Farm fed. Also has a kill. Trying to step out as much as I can so I can see what's going on. She needs to just kind of like stand a little bit closer, honestly. She doesn't want to play for it. It's fine. I'll reset. Get Night Harvester, grab Control Ward. You just keep staying alive. It's the most important thing on Gragas. Consume resources, stay alive, because we have really good scaling with this build. We absolutely do not fall off with Absolute Gathering unless they have two huge magic resist tanks, in which case we might fall off a little bit. But we could always adjust and go for Demonic. And maybe a Leandry's, but hopefully not. Leandry's does not feel great on Gragas jungle. You don't even need the mana necessarily. Rakan's really trying to do this here. Kata needs to just face the music here. Goodbye, Rakan. Vex dies. That's huge. For some reason, they weren't expecting me to be there. They were just not worried at all. They had their eye on the prize, eye on the turret. I might actually be Dragon. I can cut them off on their way back. Ooh, Jinx didn't recall. Got her with the Q, E auto R. And we're chilling, dude. We're out of there. I'm glad Kata came. She was paying attention. If she didn't, I probably wouldn't have gone in. It would have been a little too sketchy. I think Kata might be on a ward there. Yep. Big surprise. That spot was such a sketchy spot to back when we saw Zen and Rakan on that area. Oh, I don't like this. W, Q, E, auto, Q. Get him with my Smite Ignite. He's dead. W, auto, Q. Let it simmer, pop the Q. Ooh. Back into W, E, auto. Dude, I am getting chunked. The range on Vex is insane. I'm not really sure where the Jinx is at. It's making me nervous. I don't know where her R is going to be. She's trying to push the wave. I might actually be able to stop her as well. Yeah, I can stop her. Just one Q. She's scared to step up. She doesn't know where my team's at. Nice. I can still play for Dragon. I'm getting a lot of healing from red buff, mana regen from jungle item when I'm in jungle. I do want the dragon still. My dark still is stacked. I'm gonna stay. I do not want them to be getting all the dragons with how good their late game is. Got my W on. Into Q. This is an ocean dragon. This one's really hard to take when enemies are watching it. Arm back into the dragon. Again with my E, down he goes. Yeah, ocean dragon is super hard to take when the enemies are messing with you, because every ocean dragon auto, not only does it hurt, but it slows you, so it made it super easy for me to land skill shots. Goodbye. Q. That was a simmered Q, a W auto, and a smite all at the same time. It's really hard to outsmite a Gragas because of that. The way he gets to time it. W into a Q. I get the kill. That's perfect. I can do a lot more with the gold than most of these characters on my team can. What is a Fed Ali or Jin gonna do? And I know what you're gonna say. Whoa, but Fed Katarina, that's nothing to me, dude. Fed Katarina is gonna do nothing against a Xin Zhao or Xin Zhao knockup instant recon taunt. She's never gonna be able to get off in our channel ever. Never, ever, ever. Unless the enemies are already super low. It's a good ally combo. I go in, get the Dark Harvest stack. I need to get my Mej at this point. I'm sitting on so much gold. I wouldn't say this is a very good matchup for Zen. Any champion that can throw Zen off of a fight is hard for him, because he has his Q knockup he's trying to get off after the third auto. Ooh, I did not want to stay. He also has his attack speed from his E, so if he can stop his autos, it's kind of rough for him. Got my W into Q. Slow him down with smite. Getting on top of him, man. It's harder than it looks. E auto Q. I'll ignite. Oh, should I ignite it in there? It's a good Jin snare. Oh, crap. Yeah, Vex is gonna get away. They got crushed in that fight, though. That was what we call a waffle stomp. Too many, they're so squishy and they don't have magic resist. I have the Dark still stacked with the Absolute Gathering. It hitting so freaking hard. Probably one-shot the Vex. I land everything. Very likely. Go ahead and take this wave real quick. And down they go. I gotta reset. Leave that there for a little bit of vision. It's a good time to back. Gotta keep looking for team fights, picks, dragons. Go ahead and pick up our Mej since we're 10 stack Dark Seal. Grab Sork Shoes. I'll play for... Could go Shadow Flame. They're not building that much magic resist. Shadow Flame's probably the move here. If I was full stack Mej or close to it, I would go straight for Rabadon. Or if it was 30-minute mark, because we have even more Gathering Storm, probably more Absolute Focus off of XP. W into Q. Ooh. ER. That wasn't a very good R, but I did do a lot of damage at least. Gotta count for something. They got absolutely chunked off that. I don't know. Oh, wait. I guess I didn't hit anything. Ali's gonna Hex Flash. Hey, friend. That's disgusting. Oh, that's so good, man. Camille's on the split push as well. She's kind of big, too. They can't send a single person to match her. She'll get a solo kill if they do that. W into Q. Notice how I still have my E to escape. And one Q does half of Jinx's health. She kind of has to tremble in fear whenever I step up. As long as I have my E, I can back out. Boom! Into the Xin Zhao. Applied my jungle item burn as well because my jungle item's finished. Hey, Jinx. I'll let that sit there and simmer because I can throw a new one fresh since the cooldown starts from when you first throw it, not off when you reactivate it. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have done that. Vex. Vex just got destroyed. Hey, friends. That Q zoning them so hard off their turret too. It's hilarious. Oh, Xin Zhao stepped on it. I didn't reactivate it in time, I don't think. Almost got the Vex there. Hey, Jinx. Down they go. Jinx is so greedy. She thinks I'm going to let her step up just because she's near her turret. I need to get my mana back. I'm as heck. I'm so out of mana, dude. Got him with a Q. Boom. Full stack Mej right now. It's the beautiful thing about Gragas. You can play long range poke. You can play wave clear. You can play going all in for the kill. You can play backline pill with your ECC, QCC, RCC. You have a lot of different play styles as long as you have damage. His worst playstyle is running in and raw tanking. That's the worst way to play him because there's so much damage in League these days. You're going to die pretty much instantly, even with your W's damage reduction. Much more efficient to play him in a way to where they have to fear your barrels. I can back and get Shadow Flame. QWE. Toss that over. This is what I was trying to do. The Gromp moves so slow though. Pulling them together to hit him with AoE damage is kind of hard because Gromp moves in slow motion. We wouldn't start Baron until we get at least one kill on them. That would be really bad if we did. That's how we would lose this game. If we're on cooldowns and they come in while we're missing HP from Baron. Baron also shreds your armor and magic resist. Each second you're in combat with it, you lose a little bit of armor and magic resist. That's why you're supposed to get a kill on the enemies first, typically. Vex finds a kill. Got my W. Down she goes. Just the auto. My E's on cooldown. That was kind of risky to step up for it. I'm gonna try not to take these. I want the wave push though. Bait it, says Alistair. I don't know, maybe. I'd rather play for the Camille right now. Like I said, Katarina is gonna be pretty useless. Got him with my Q. I could throw out a big R to wipe their HP. They're so close to Fountain though, I don't want to. Sending them to the base right now, it wouldn't feel worth it. Oh, didn't even land it. Shoot. Oh, guess I'll take the red buff. Don't mind if I do. Free red buff, man. Lots of HP. Keeping it away from the Jinx is nice as well, since Jinx has so much damage output in range. She can do a lot with it. Lock in with our W. Hit him with a QE. Auto R. Down he goes. We obviously didn't need our R in hindsight. Wasn't expecting him to die that fast. Izin's out. I'm the one tanking right now. I don't think they realize that. I'm extremely tanky as well. Boom! Ow! I'm extremely tanky. The W is giving us 20% in damage reduction because your W scales off your AP. So instead of being 12%, it's 28 right now. Pretty tanky there. I'm also healing for 155 every 8 seconds when I use an ability. Into her, pop with the Q. She flashed it. Oh, I might actually die here. That's actually good. She actually saved me. That's actually, it's worth. I think I could have lived though. She did a good job tanking turret for me, but then she went back in. I literally could have lived though. I don't think she needed to die, but it's better for her to die than me at the end of the day, because they got 450 gold from her. They would have gotten 1,000 gold from killing me, and I would have lost 10 Mej. It would have been cataclysmic. It would have been so bad for our team. They might have even been able to come back after that. I'm not even being dramatic. It's really bad when you die and give them 1,000 gold off one kill. These guys have a lot of chase down. Hey, Urgot. Jhin snare is so good with Gragas barrel. My barrel slows them, and then Jhin can land his snare for free. Super nasty. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. That's not good. That was not good at all. It's got a word on this. Yeah, why don't you guys do it? Why don't you do it? God, they can see exactly where I am, which sucks. I want to walk around so they don't see exactly where I'm at. Jinx is still autoing it, but she's the one tanking Baron because I'm kind of zoning them off of it. If she's the one tanking, whoever's tanking does half damage to Baron. She wasn't doing very much there. She's still trying to hit it to stop it from regenerating, like full healing back. Why the rest of her team couldn't tank because my barrel's in the way. Yeah, sorry, Urgot. You're in trouble. Got on with smites. Rakan is being an absolute pest. He's moving super fast. Goodbye, Rakan. I didn't even have to use my R for that. I still have my R. I'd say Dragon, honestly. I would say Dragon because I don't want to get Baron and them get Dragon. I don't want to trade. That's the thing. We're ahead. I don't want to trade. I do not want them to get Dragon and us get Baron. We don't even necessarily need Baron. We can push down waves and kill them with or without Baron. Got it. Q smite. Easy peasy. Yeah, Baron's obviously good. I just don't want them to get a free Dragon. Dragons are kind of overloaded. Plus, we're that much closer to Soul now. If we play for Drag Soul, we win this game free. Hey, friends. Got on with that. This is awkward. I can knock the Vex away. That fight went really turbo bad. I gotta focus. Can't be typing with Alistair here. This is about to get sticky. He's super, super low. They're super low. Like, he can't even turn it on me. Yeah, they can't do Baron like that. Yeah. Me and Jin have so much range. They legit just can't. It's hilarious. You should have popped me over so I didn't have to turn to auto. You shouldn't have turned around, buddy, 'cause now you're gonna die. Now Vex is gonna die. I'm not sure where she went though. Hey, friend. You're dead. Oh, you're dead. Okay, she's not dead yet. You're dead. Took forever. Holy crap. I should go for Baron at this point. Really shouldn't even stop for these. Kind of want their red buff, but the team kind of needs me. They need a hero. A big bellied beast. The damage is nutty, man. Seriously, like one barrel, half healthing a squishy. I'm sitting on 6k gold. Like, if I had my gold spent, one barrel would probably just kill her. For real. We go Rabadon, we go Shadow Flame. I'd rather have Lichbane now, because it's more about me killing the squishies than it is about me shredding the tanks. Void Staff is for shredding people who stacked magic resist. Jinx, Vex have 0 magic resist. So I might as well go for Lichbane for movement speed. Also, if one of their melee champs does get too close to me, a Lichbane auto with W is going to do half their health anyways, because W does some max health damage. Gotta let Camille sit on the split. I'll pill for Jin. He's doing decent damage. His R is also super good with my slows on Q, to where if we can get them low and then he sets up an R, they can't really get away. Need to avoid the fight ending too soon, because me and Jin can do quite well if it lasts a long time with our range advantage. Rakan and Vex kind of want the fight to end instantly. Got him with a Q. We're chilling. Yeah, got them both with that Q. Yeah, they're scared now. I land 2 Qs. They're missing half their health. They don't want to step up for the next one. Oh, I could have reactivated that in time. I was too slow. That's sad. Khan is going in deep. Yeah, sit on that, Urgot. I'm playing Bomberman Gragas over here. Jinx doesn't have rapid fire cannon. She can't really reach me. They're losing inhib. They have nothing to match the Gragas. Hey, Jinx. You want me to hit you with an R, buddy? I can straight up just kill her on Fountain is the funny thing. She can't. She's on Fountain. It's like, nah, dude. You don't get to live on Fountain. It was only just a dream. Oh, what a game, man. Get it, Gragas, get it. Let's look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the most in the game at 43,000. Vex the second highest at 30,000. Not bad. Looking at damage taken, we took the most in the game. Dude, Gragas is actually kind of nutty with the right build. Like the carry potential. Obviously, if you're super far behind, you can't do this. If you're super far behind, you'd be better off on a tank who can press R like Malphite or Amumu and get guaranteed high value. But if you are playing high octane, you're building a lead. The carry potential so freaking good. It's very spicy. For runes, really high value. All in all, Gragas jungler is actually one of my favorite stomp junglers right now. I like him more than Evelynn since he has the range in the wave clear. They can't push waves down on you. If you need to play it slow in a team fight, you can. If you need to play it fast in a team fight, you can. Whole lot of fun. And he also has more escape potential, more chase down potential than Evelynn because of his E spam as well. Really fun. If you guys enjoyed this Gragas game, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.